Right here we got something very, very special. So I'm gonna show you how it come, like how I got it, what's in the box, how I set it up, how I use the amazing Bisbee battery and this inflatable from Amazon to inflate this boat easily without having to even break a sweat. By the way guys, everything that I use in this video, there's gonna be affiliate links down below in the description that you could go and buy the products that I use, and when you buy it through those links, we do get a tiny little commission that keeps this channel running. I'm just gonna open the zipper completely. Ooh, jump to the other side and keep opening it. Wow, no way, no way dude, no way. What? Oh my god, this is crazy. This thing just opens up. We got the drive. I think it's ready to go. Comes with a pump, but we're not gonna be using a pump. We're actually gonna be doing this. I have this full inflatable thingy, and I have a Bisbee battery that could take, boom, just power this device. And that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna inflate this thing. Whoa guys, look at this. Let me remove the paddle. Let's start with that. You got a paddle holder here, just basically straps. I recommend you tether your paddle to the boat just in case, you know, you don't want to lose it. But right here we got the logo, Riot Kayaks, and you got basically 1, 2, 3 chambers, 3 air chambers. That means one thing and one thing only. You're safe on the water. Because if one of those things deflate, you got 2 more. And the chances of all of them deflating, well, you gotta have really, really bad luck if that happens. But let me just give you a tour of this boat. Look how fancy it looks. Now, it looks kind of crazy from the side, right? But what if I go right here on the back and show you this angle? You see that? Well, now it's tilting because it's resting on that. And the boat is kind of stitched together. You see this here? You got the pontoons on each side, and it's kind of, see the stitch? Hope you can see it. So that's how it is put together. You basically got one pontoon, the middle piece, and another pontoon. So let me just start right here from the bow of the boat and then give you a walkthrough all the way back to the rear. So we got a nice handle here that is very useful. Could roll this thing over. I don't think anything will happen to it. PVC is very strong. This thing is made out of PVC. I even put my truck over a PVC paddleboard once. So I think you should be fine with this. But you get a handle here and you see that it's reinforced. Of course, that is the serial number. You got a little D-ring right here. If you want to attach maybe a small cooler or a bag in the front, you have that. Then you got the drive well. This drive well is on tracks. That means you could move it closer to you or you could move it back. I really like the tracks because I could put accessories like this. You see, that is for my camera mount. Now, this boat, and the one that you buy maybe is a little different, but this one has a little patch here that you could pretty much add anything you want, like paddle holder, camera mount, boat holders, whatever you want, you could do it here. I recommend getting the Yak Attack ones and adding a few more of this all over the boat so you have more attachment points. Now, one of the complaints that I do have about this boat is that the seat is kind of far, like it's too far out. Although you could easily fix that by maybe putting another D-ring around here if you want, if that's a problem, or just move it, maybe move it over here and reattach it somehow. You could move the seat, but from factory, this one, the seat is too far back. You can still use the drive. It may look awkward, but you can use it. Now this drive, I don't know what to say about this drive. So far, it's really nice because it's very light and it's been in salt water, but several times it hasn't broken. I don't hear anything, but I don't know. It's plasticky, it's inexpensive, I don't see the high quality stuff, but it does the job. And a drive on this boat makes a huge difference because you have your hands free. And I think that's the biggest selling point. You basically got the world's smallest pedal drive kayak right here. So that drive is very special for that because you go in reverse and forward. And let me tell you something, it doesn't paddle bad at all. But having the drive, you have your hands free. Now, looking here in the middle, you have a nice logo. And I like this right here for standing up, because you kind of like, your feet are in solid ground, so it's not slippery, so you're not gonna fall off. And let me tell you, this boat is very stable. Like, to flip this thing, you gotta be a huge person or be a super special strong person, because I had a hard time flipping it. I really like attachment points everywhere, and these handles are very nice. Sometimes I lift the boat with the two handles. I don't like to do that because I don't like to put pressure on this. You see, over time this is gonna break, but at least you have the handles. You got D-rings under the seat to hold the seat down. Now your boat is gonna be a little different maybe. And on the other side, you got the rudder control system. And let me show you. The rudder control here. When I got this boat, this was on the right side. And I moved it to the left because I'm righty. I like to have my right hand free to fish and do stuff like that. Now, this right here is another paddle keeper, but sometimes I put a yak attack, park and pole, or whatever, jack gear, whatever you have in there. Now the rudder system and this layout here, these are the rudder control cables. This layout, again, is probably gonna be different in your boat. Maybe they'll come like around here, going over there, which is a better setup than this one, because if you put a black pack in here, I mean, you're gonna be like sandwiching it, bringing it down. Now, the way that the rudder is attached to the boat is basically through the air power, because there's nothing holding this rudder right here. But when you inflate this to capacity, which is 15 PSI, it's gonna hold this thing, it's not gonna come off. I even had a Bispy in here and it didn't come off, so that's pretty cool stuff. Now, capacity, you could inflate it to 15 PSI like I mentioned before, each of the things. But right now, I think this is not even a 10 PSI. I think probably less than that. And I was able to use it in the water with no issues. I mean, you should go to the recommended, but you could use it with less air. And basically what I'm trying to say is, if you're tired and you don't want to be putting all that pressure in here, you don't have to. I like the seat. I mean, you feel like you're in a command boat. It feels like a dock. It feels solid. This thing is really nice to take it out on the water and fish. If you want to stand up, if you want to like just stretch, you could easily do that without having to worry about anything. The seat is very comfy and the rudder works extremely well. Now, some of the drawbacks that you have with this boat is that it's not super fast. No sir, it's not super fast at all. I think the maximum you could push it, if you really try really hard, is 4 miles an hour, and I don't think you could maintain that for a long time at all. So I will probably say cruising is 2.5 to 3 miles an hour, and super high speed 3.5 to 4, but most likely 3.5. I'm a normal person, I'm not that strong, so maybe you're the strongest person alive, and maybe you could push it to 10 miles an hour, but no. So the rudder, the way you deploy it, you got two little cables right here. One is to bring it down and one is to bring it up. I think the black one is to bring it down, and I like to like bring it down really hard and keep it down like that, because sometimes with the water and everything, the rudder kind of kick up and you don't have the same power to steer. Here on the back, you got two more D-rings. You could use it to hold down a black pack like a half year. So now I would like to give you some specification about this little tiny boat. Do you know that the whole thing weighs about 58 pounds and it fits inside a little bag? One is not that little, but anyways, you could travel with this boat. You could take it out fishing. Just check your airplane regulations and all that stuff. But anyways, the whole idea is like you could take this thing up, down on a drive to the Keys and go fishing, or take it to Alaska and go fishing with it, because it only weighs 58 pounds, including the drive. Dude, that is incredible. And guess what? If you use the Bispy battery and that aerator thingy that I showed you before, you could be on the water in 5 minutes without breaking a sweat. It's just crazy incredible. Let me tell you, I'm really digging this little boat. Now, the boat itself is only 8.5 feet long. It's about 36 inches wide, and it holds 450 pounds, which is plenty for a normal person. If you're like bigger than that, well, you know, you shouldn't be getting this anyways. I seen it sell for like $18.50 or less. It all depends where you get it from and time of the year, but this craft I think is totally worth the money. That's an expensive price, $1,850, but what you get out of this is a lot. It's very stable, dude. like I couldn't flip the thing, right? I did flip it because I had like I forced it down, like I flipped it, you know, like I flipped it. Yeah, I think it's a really good value. The whole idea, see, what you're paying for is convenience and affordability, because you could actually have this boat if you live in a tiny little apartment, and if you don't have a truck, you could just put it inside your car and go fishing and enjoy nature. And it works as advertised, and I'm super happy about the time that I have spent with it so far. So I forgot a paddle. Like I had in my mind to bring a paddle and forgot, but don't worry, we don't need a paddle because we have a drive. Not only that, this will serve as a stick in case we have to get back to shore, and we cannot use the drive. Oop. Hit myself in the head. For today, I want to take it right here on the water, and we're gonna do a water demo with the drive. We only got like 20 minutes of daylight, then it's gonna be dark. And the paddle session, that will be tomorrow when we take it fishing. I want to take it out today here to get an idea of how it works, see if I'm missing anything before I take it for real fishing tomorrow. Just want to get that out of the way first. Let's take this moment as I drive this down to the water. See, I'm dragging it and there's rocks and things here. I'm not worried about this thing getting punctured because it's PVC. So PVC is, you know, good, I think. And let me tell you that I did get this kayak for free. No, it's not going to change how I would treat it because I treat everything the same. I tell you what I think about it. If that is wrong or right, well, that's up to you to decide. But let's get this baby on the water. Remember, we don't have a paddle net, people, so everything will have to be with a drive. And wow, let's set up here quick. A few things I need to do quick. Let's go ahead and put the drive. All right, let's secure the drive first. Align the prop, just drop it in through that hole. The thing with the drive is that we may hit shallow water. Put in the MP first, and this you just be able to just go in there, and now it's secure. This is an inflatable kayak, so this is not gonna be super secure, like, oh my god, super rigid. So I'm expecting a lot of movement, and again, I need to treat it like an inflatable kayak that it is. You know what? I may want this a little closer to me, so let's put it there. Do not over tighten this thing. I don't know how many it takes, but do not over tighten it. I should do it. It's not moving. It's tied up. Oh my god, how are we gonna do this with no paddle? Whew. Now I heard that this thing is pretty much unthinkable. I mean unflippable. Oh, I see what I can do. I could just go caballito, man. This is like in a movie. Let's turn right here. Oh my god, look, it's kind of awkward. I need to fix the share and everything. I could probably move the share a little closer if I need to, because it's attached to a strap that I have here, which I can make longer if I want. This is not gonna be like the best paddling position. Let's see if we move the seat forward a little bit. All right, this is better right here. Like, this is way better right here. The way I'm sitting, way better. What happens if I'm gonna hit something? Ooh, no way, no way, no way, no way. You got instant reverse on a 8.5 foot watercraft? Dude, that's some crazy stuff, man. I want to bring the rudder all the way down. Now, another thing that again, is you could probably change it. You see this gear track right here? That's where the rudder control goes. Rudder control right here. See the gear track? I don't like this on my right because I'm righty, so I need to have my right hand free to fish, to do whatever I have to do. I keep forgetting I could go in reverse. So I want to move this to my right. That way I'm able to have my hand free, my right hand. And of course, if we had the camera mount right here, we'll have our hands free. But don't worry, we're gonna give you a little glimpse of how fast this thing goes, and tomorrow we're gonna paddle it. But so far, not bad, dude. I also need to learn how to properly go left and right, because the rudder is in this position, it's not in this position. So if I pull back, If I pull back right here, if you can see, I'm going left. If I pull down, I'm going right. If I stay in the middle, I'm going in the middle. Wow, the sun is setting. Now, one of the things I want to do with this boat, I want to flip it. Not here, because this water is nasty and you cannot swim in this water. According to the sign over there, it's illegal to swim. So if you fall, you don't have a PSD, sorry, you're gonna have to die because you cannot swim. It's illegal. So let me stand up. Whew. I got a little worry that standing up on this thing, something was gonna happen, but I could tell you, this thing feels like a dock. It feels very stable. Do I smell a challenge? Do I smell a challenge? I could see myself tomorrow just working a mangrove, standing up, just casting, like maybe take my yak attack, park and pull, anchor down, and just cast, standing up. Again, this feels like a dock, man. Whoa, this is nice. And you got reverse, and all this thing fits inside a little bag. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find a way to set up a camera looking at me, because you gotta see my face, right? What do you think? Beer or no beer? I like the beer because I hide the chin here. Although I might go and do some, like, you know, like they put laser this out, like remove the fat and in the belly. I may do that because I gotta look good for the camera. I hate my belly though. I'm gonna get rid of my belly. But anyways, what do you think? Beer or no beer? So yeah, let me sit down, find a place where I could put that camera, and with my phone test the camera angle. Test the camera angle. No, dude, test the speed. Yeah, so this is the best phone you could buy right now for your money. This is a fancy foldable phone. You see how big it is? See how small it is right now? And you could use it one hand and boom, or you could just open it up like that. Okay, enough with the ads. I hate ads on apps like this, but please do not skip my ads on this video, because that is one of the ways that we get paid. And trust me, making these videos, they cost a lot of money. Like that camera right there, you see there, cost me $600 with insurance and everything else, because I had to buy insurance. And guess what? I had to buy like 3 of those every other year, basically. So I had to buy 1 to 2 GoPros every year, and not counting the rest of the thing. I think I could remove the ads by getting the pro version. We're gonna do that soon, but like for now, let's just test this. Let's just test it. And I'm gonna find a way to hold this seat down, because I always give a lot of hate to the backhoe kayaks because the seat is elevated. But on an inflatable like this, I will understand it. On a regular kayak, no. But look at that, 3 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour. Okay, I'm gonna go hard. 3 miles an hour. Can't get past 3 miles an hour. I think we touched 4 briefly, but I was probably, maybe that wasn't true. 4. Say it's 3.5 miles an hour. Say tomorrow when I'm gonna take it fishing, I'm gonna be cruising and I'm gonna go crazy and I'm gonna be speeding. I'm just gonna take it. Oh my god, it's almost a full moon. This is the pace that I'm gonna take it tomorrow probably, and I'm gonna go 2 miles. So it's probably gonna take me an hour to get to my fishing spot. The cool thing about this boat is it's an inflatable. It's a paddle boat. It's super stable. The not so good thing is that it's not super fast. If you hit it hard, you're probably gonna hit 3.5, 4 miles an hour. If you go slow, you're going from 2.5 to 3 miles an hour, which is not crazy bad, because considering that you could just take this on an airplane with you and go and catch some fish somewhere else. It fits in a bag, so if you live in an apartment or somewhere where you don't have space, you could afford to own one of these kayaks. And I think I got stuck in grass, but that blade is gonna cut it through, that's for sure. It's heavier now though, maybe it has something in there. I want to lose it. I want to lose the whatever's inside. I don't want to. So it looks like we lost whatever grass was in there, because I didn't want to stop and take the drive out. Now what I want to do is I want to do a quick turning test to see how well it turns, which I don't have super high hope for, because I mean, look at this, this is pretty much a rectangle, but I want to see how well it turns right here. And what you're gonna see after that is the paddle test. Remember, to turn on any kayak, you need to gain a little bit of speed. Woo! This is a tight turn, dude. I guess it did well here. Let's go in circle. I mean, the turning is not the best for sure, but what do you expect? It's not gonna turn like a kayak. No sir. Well guys, we're gonna do the paddling test session of this video today. Yesterday we were on the water, we were doing the water demo with the drive. The kayak did very well, but we're gonna finish this video today with the paddling test because I forgot to bring my paddle yesterday, and that's cool because I get to test it on a different water, and you know, it's different, so I want to do that. This is actually the first time I'm paddling this craft. Water here is tricky because there's current, there's stuff, so it does feel like I'm dragging something. It moves, but you could paddle it. That's no problem, you could paddle it. I want to see if I could like paddle and bike at the same time. It feels so good. I feel like I'm going really fast, man. This is so cool. Like, I'm not even paddling fast, but I think I'm probably going faster than ever. Maybe hitting 4 miles an hour. This is cool, man. If you like want to do leg and arm workout, the way you remove the drive is very easy. You just loose this bolt. If I could actually do it. Damn. I really tie it up really nicely. This is loose now, basically. And then you just push it up and bring it up. Align the prop. Take it out. Like if you train yourself, this could be done very easy. Since we don't have a drive, I want to see if water comes out. Dude, like, really? Like, you could use this without the drive. Like, you could just be going out short distance. You don't want to be bothered. You just want to go for a paddle. You could paddle it. Comedy effect. So you can stand up, no problemo. OMG, man, we are finally here. We're on the water. We got the Mako Air 8.5, and there's a giant barge over there, and it's creepy as hell. Sorry if it's windy, but there's nothing else I can do. It's a windy day. But what we're here for today is to see how stable this watercraft is. Now, this watercraft, Mako Air 8.5, is not super fast, and it's supposedly very stable. So let's see. I'm just gonna like jump. Let me start with, whoa, this is, whoa, whoa. Can I move even forward? More? What? And you're probably asking, dude, you're in Florida. What are you doing with a wetsuit on? It's cold, okay? It's cold. I don't want to get sick, number one, and number two, I don't want to get cold. But like, see where I'm standing up, dude? It's like nothing is happening here. Oh, this is crazy. Let me see if I can like, dude. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. I think on a kayak I would have flipped already. Not here though. Now, I don't want to lose my paddle, so I'm gonna secure my paddle right here on my paddle holder. And I want to get in front of the camera over there to get a different angle, guys. All right, we are at the camera, man. Let's do this. Can I flip this thing? I I think I can flip this. I think I can flip this. I think, wait. I said I could flip it. Can we cheat a little and try to flip it? Hold on to the handles here and try to flip it. Let me know. Okay. Okay. So far, I'm liking this. I'm liking this craziness. This thing is only 8.5 feet long. It's not crazy long, and you saw it there. I even tried to hold it and to flip it, and I wasn't able to. But every kayak has its weakness. And I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna flip it. It's so exciting. Okay, let's say you are at the edge of time. Oh my god, you're so in the center. Like, I don't see how I mean, seriously, you will have to go do this and oh my god, like I'm basically down, dude. Whoa. They say that it's very hard to flip this boat, and I said any boat flips, but this shape, the way that this boat is designed, it's kind of hard to flip. You saw me, I was at the edge, like at the edge, and I didn't, like, no, normal kayak would just flipped over already, but this didn't. But I want to do it again. All right. Okay. I'm basically at the edge, like, seriously, all the way to the edge. Oh my god. Let me stand up. Oh. Fell out. Let's do this again. Well, let me tell you something. The wetsuit is working. I don't feel as cold as normally I would, but that's cool, man. Let's get back on the craft and try to stand at the edge. See if I could flip it. I mean, it's not gonna be a good video if I don't flip this thing. Now, you're gonna fall off like I just did. Oh my god, did you see that? The way I got on it? Seriously, dude? Like, seriously? Whoa! The only major drawback that this thing has is that it's very, very slow. Other than that, I mean, it's not inflatable, but it's very tough. But other than being slow, I mean, it's very stable. Check this out. I don't want to, like, will I be able to flip this thing? Like, look where I'm standing. I don't want to lose balance. That's why I'm like, oh my god. Damn. I think, guys, we have found that one kayak that I can't flip. Should I give up? No. We're gonna flip this thing over. We're gonna find a way, even if I have to reach from the other side and just pull it over. But we're flipping this boat because it's not an obvious flipping kayak video. Although this technically is not a kayak. Without flipping. Okay, so I'm gonna do that right now. And look, you could just go in reverse here easy. And guys, what I'm trying to do here is get in front of the camera over there, so I get a different angle. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I gotta flip it. Like, I don't know what I need to do, but I gotta flip it. Yeah. Yes! It took everything. I mean, you basically have to flip it, like on purpose. But we flipped it. Now I want to show you guys how it looks, why it's so hard to flip it. Look at this. Look at the angle over there. I don't want to lose my paddle. Paddle, come over here. Craft, come over here. Don't leave me alone, please. But let me show you guys why this thing is so hard to flip. You see those pontoons, man? Like, this is why. This boat is basically a floating raft or something like that, whatever you want to call it. And this PVC is very tough, dude. This one is not even inflated to the manufacturer suggested inflating capabilities. I just put a little bit of air before coming here today. But this thing is amazing in terms of stabilities. Dude. And that's how you unflip it back. You won't flip on this. Like, I don't think you will flip on this. You're gonna fall off. Like, you're gonna lose your balance, you're gonna fall off. But flipping the boat over, I don't see how. I mean, if you're 500 pounds, probably. But like, you saw what I had to do to flip it. Then you saw how stable it is, how I was able to just walk one way to the other from the edge. Huh. Wow. Now, imagine a normal kayak and you put two pontoons like this. It's probably gonna be unflippable as well. Like, I remember I tried to flip a Hobby Revolution with the side kits, and I don't remember if I flipped it or not. I don't remember right now, but I think if I did flip it, it was really hard to do because you got those stabilizers, you got those pontoons. If you want to get a watercraft that you're gonna be for sure not gonna be flipping on the water, get one of these inflatable. You're not gonna flip. I'm telling you right now. Like, you saw how hard it was for me to flip it. I'm gonna get back on it again. I'm gonna try to do another whatever just for fun in case I need it for the video. But like, this thing, my only concern is that it's not super fast, but it's 8.5 feet long, so you get what you pay for, basically. But this thing is totally worth the money. I would totally buy it. I would totally use it. It's very fun, and it's a safe craft for sure. And if you happen to get punctured and something gets deflated, you got three air chambers, the two pontoons in the middle. And for the three of them to go bad, that you're gonna be in a situation that is like life or death, like, you gotta be really unlucky, man. But anyways, if that fails, if all that fails, if all the three chambers die, you're gonna pay a fee, dude. So it is what it is, man. Look, if you're that unlucky, maybe you should not be kayak fishing. All right, so we hey, guys, I must say that you should definitely not do this outdoors. Do it out of your house, but don't do it outdoors. I made up my own mount, and we're gonna try this 3 horsepower engine on this inflatable. So what are we doing, Andres?
We are recording a video.
Yeah, but this is sketchy as hell, man. It needs to go down a lot. I think we have it in the way that it needs to be. We're gonna put the battery once we are on the water. It's a sketchy setup, man. It's an inflatable. This bracket right here is what holds the rudder, and it's being held in place by this thing being inflated. So it shouldn't go anywhere. When the motor gives us power, it's gonna push this forward. So if anything, it's gonna make it tighter. We should be fine. This is a 1/4 inch solid aluminum plate. I have some styrofoam backing. It's everything. I mean, this thing should not fall in the water, but hey, you never know, right, Andres? Yeah, I'm basically rolling this thing. Andres record some of the action of this thing going through the gravel and all this stuff. OMG. Whew. This is some heavy duty stuff right here, guys. I don't know how this is gonna work. We'll see. We'll see. This is sketchy as hell. I don't know if I need, I don't need a paddle. Well, may need a paddle. You never know, may need a paddle. You can see the difference. The people that get out of here, they go really slow here. Of course, they kind of like I mean, they could just hit the gas and get out of here, but they respect the area. The boaters that go around the channel, they don't stop, they just keep going. Now, I'm not sure if it was legal or not. I'm not sure because I'm gonna see somebody, could be that area over there. All right. Okay, so far so good. Look at it, it's almost on the water. I don't know if this is a good idea, man. All right, let's give it a little bit of speed. .7 miles an hour, 4, 5.25. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and hit this thing right here. Boats passing by. This is sketchy as hell. Oh my god, it's so cool. Oh my god. Woo. That was so cool, man. Something happened. The bow water went out.
Hey, badass, dude.
I put 10 psi on this. If I would have put the full 15, I don't think this thing would have like gotten off like that. That's one. Two, I did try to use it in reverse, and when you do reverse, the motor's kind of like going over here, so it's kind of like spread out. But if you go forward, you're just gonna keep pushing it forward. And the other thing is, if you're gonna do this, it does work. I don't think you need 6 horsepower. You could probably use a trolling motor, but you could totally do this with a trolling motor or a BSP. You could totally do this, or you could use this own motor if you already have it, put it here. But what you do is you don't go full throttle because you don't need to. And see, the mount is already falling. Oh no! It fell off! Fell off again. Anyways, this is how the video ended. Hope you like it.